श्री गणेशाय नमः। श्री सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्री सद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। समस्त जनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। सन्तोषिणी जगन्माता मम सौभाग्यवृद्धये नमस्करोमि भक्त्या त्वां प्रसन्ना वरदा भव। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ॐ नमः प्रणवार्थाय शुद्धज्ञानैकमूर्तये निर्मलाय प्रशान्ताय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रयविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः। नीलाम्बुजश्यामलकोमलाङ्गं सीतासमारोपितवामभागं पाणौ महासायकचारुचापं नमामि रामं रघुवंशनाथम्। Let us read these verses. Arjuna uvacha prakritim purusham chaiva kshetram kshetrajñameva cha etat veditumicchami ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं च केशव। श्रीभगवानुवाच इदं शरीरं कौन्तेय चित्रमित्यभिधीयते एतद्यो वेत्ति तं प्राहुः क्षेत्रज्ञ इति तद्विदः। क्षेत्रज्ञं चापि मां विद्धि सर्वक्षेत्रेषु भारत। क्षेत्रक्षेत्रज्ञयोर्ज्ञानम् यत्तज्ज्ञानं मतं मम तत्क्षेत्रं यच्चदादृक्ष यद्विकारि यतश्च यत् स च यो यत्प्रभावश्च तत्समासेन मे शृणु ऋषिभिर्बहुधा गीतम् छन्दोभिर्विविधैः पृथक् ब्रह्मसूत्रपदैश्चैव हेतुमद्भिर्विनिश्चितैः महाभूतान्यहङ्कारः बुद्धिरव्यक्तमेव च इन्द्रियाणि दशैकं च पञ्चचेन्द्रियगोचराः इच्छा द्वेषः सुखं दुःखं सङ्घातश्चेतना धृतिः एतत्क्षेत्रं समासेन सविकारमुदाहृतम् अमानित्वमदम्भित्वम् अहिंसा क्षान्तिरार्जवम् आचार्योपासनं शौचम् स्थैर्यमात्मविनिग्रहः इन्द्रियार्थेषु वैराग्यम् अनहङ्कार एव च जन्ममृत्युजरा व्याधिदुःखदोषानुदर्शनम् असक्तिरणभिष्वङ्गः पुत्रदारगृहादिषु नित्यं च समचित्तत्वम् इष्टानिष्टोपपत्तिषु. So Bhagavan in the beginning gave what is Kshetra, Shariram, Idam Shariram, Kaunteya, Kshetramityabhidiyate. Then Idam Shabda includes the whole creation, including the body and the mind. Then Bhagavan said, I am the Kshetrajna in all Sarvakshetre Kshetrajnam Chapimam Vidhi Sarvakshetreshu Bharata. In all Kshetras, I am the Kshetrajna. So that means there is no Jivatva Bhavana. What is there is Paramatma. It is misunderstood as Jiva. Then Bhagavan explained a little more detail about Kshetra, Mahabhutanyahankara, Buddhiravyaktameva cha, Indriyani Dashekam cha, Panchachendriya Gocharaha, Ichhatvesha Sukham Dukkham Sankhada Chetana Tritihi. 24 items Bhagavan enumerated. Then the modification also 7 of them, like Ichcha, Dvesha, Sukham, Dukkham, Sankhada, Chetana, Dhrihi. All includes the Kshetra. This constitutes the Kshetra. Then instead of saying Kshetrajna, now Bhagavan entered into the topic Jnanam. Jnanam means it is the vehicle that take you to ultimate goal, Jnanam. So it is not in the name of Jnanam, here Bhagavan is giving values, virtues. So therefore, this Jnana Shabda is to be understood as the vehicle that take you to the goal. So that's therefore it is called Jnanam. Now in our World also, you see, right, in Bombay and all, if you go, you ask, where is Madras standing? Madras bound train standing, platform 8, they will say. So, if Madras is standing platform 8, why do you take a ticket? You think that, Madras itself is standing there. No, Madras bound train is standing there, platform 8. So, also here, Jnanam, when they say, the Jnanam bound virtues are the one enumerated here. So, it will take you to ultimately Jnanam. So, Amanitvam, Adambitvam, Ahimsa, Kshanti, Rajyavam. The first verse we saw 9 of them. Acharyopasanam, Shaucham, Sthairyam, Atma Vinigraham, Indriyartheshu Vairagyam, Anahankara Evacha, Janma Mrityu Jaravyadhi Dukkha Doshanudarshanam, 3 of them again. Then, Asakti Ranabhishwangaha Putradara Grihadishu. Asakti here, Asakti, detachment to general attachment. See, there are general attachments are there. What are they? So you are attached to, now you are all coming here every day, 3 days you are coming. So you are attached to a particular seat. There only you sit. And if it changes, you get disturbed. There are people who sit back bench, they never come front. People who are used to sitting in the front, they don't go at the back also. So this is called general attachment. Some people get attached to their mug, coffee mug. Only in that mug they drink, they feel, they have taken coffee. Like that household thing they get attached to. Many things are there like that at home. Same plate, my plate kahan hai? If it is not my plate, whatever food that they eat, they think they have not eaten. So, this kind of attachment, my car, my vehicle, my seat, my chair, so my bed and my pillow, that is another one. So, people get so attached to pillows. So, this general attachment. Then Abhishwangaha means the attachment to beings, human beings, animals, living beings, birds, etc. They have pets also, right? Pets, they get attached to. So, this Nabhishwangaha, Putradara Grihadishu. So, Putra, son, Dara means wife, Griham, house, Adishu, etc. There are so many things along with that. Nityam ja samachittatvam ishtanishtopavattishu. Keep a balance. When there are pleasant or unpleasant circumstances, favorable, unfavorable circumstances, keep a balance. Now, this much we saw yesterday. Now continuing. Mayi chananya yogena bhaktiravyapicharini vivikta desha sevitvam aratirjana samsadi. Maicha ananya yogena bhakti. Ananya yogena bhakti. Na anyataha. Ananya yoga means anyataha. I don't want anything else except Bhagavan. This is called Ananya Yoga Bhakti. Avyabhicharini Bhakti. Unswearing, unwavering Bhakti. Devotion, simple love to Bhagavan. Devotion doesn't mean that So many complications. Devotion means simple love. Bhagavan doesn't need anything else. He wants only a simple love. That's why Bhagavan was so happy with the monkeys. The monkeys in Ramayana, you see, they have had simple devotion to Bhagavan, simple love towards Bhagavan. That is why they became friendly to him. Bhagavan protected them and took them across the ocean of samsara. So that is that simple bhakti here, ananya yogena. Now what we do is, we go to temple with bhakti, but what we ask, something else other than Bhagavan, isn't it? So suppose you ask Bhagavan, I only want you, nothing else. That is called real bhakti. But if you are practical, if Bhagavan is with you, everything else is with you, isn't it? So if Lord is with you, Lakshmi also will come automatically, isn't it? Then wealth also come. And wherever Bhagavan is there, prosperity is there. Wherever Bhagavan is there, all problems will be resolved. So what we should ask is, O Lord, may you be with me. Then what happened? You don't have to ask every time go to the temple, you don't ask this and that. One shot, you get everything, isn't it? So that is called real bhakti. Maicha ananya yogena bhakti na anyataha nasti. That is called ananya yogena bhakti avyabhicharini. Unwavering. Because what happened? You accept a particular God as your Ishtadevata, then stay with him. Don't keep on changing every 6 months. Now I am devoted to this, then after 6 months I am devoted to Shiva, then after 6 months you say I am devoted to Ganesha. Now we have varieties, so you can keep going one after another. That is not good. You select one, but I don't know how to select. You tell me. Then what happened? You close your eyes and see which form comes to you automatically. That form is your Ishtadevata. Or in front of whose Lord, whatever the form of Lord, that comes to your mind easily, without effort, that can be your Ishtadevata. So, and keep that form and be devoted to that Lord. But this is called avyabhicharini bhakti. Then, vivikta desha seva. So, to develop bhakti, there are so many methods in our Shastras. Read Puranas like the sports of Bhagavan's Leela. You should read Ramayanam, Bhagavatam. These are all beautiful scriptures given to us. We should read that. Then you develop bhakti towards Bhagavan. A love for the Lord. See. And this love for the Lord is not for the Lord is sitting in heaven or some Vaikuntha or some Gokul or some place far away from us. The Lord is right here with us, Antaratma. So that Lord is the one we should love. So that is why everybody love oneself, isn't it? Each one has got love for himself. So this is called Atmanastu Kamaya Sarvam Priyam Bhavati. In Brihadaranyupanishad, the Yajnavalkya says, you love somebody because you love yourself. That is the thing. Why? This person gives you, why you love that person? Because that person's presence, you feel happy. So you love the person or the happy mind? You love your happy mind, isn't it? So therefore, suppose the very same person give you unhappiness, then what happened? You try to get away from that person, isn't it? Let us find out a good lawyer and get out of this situation. Isn't it? Why? Because that person is no more giving you happiness. So, what you love is your happy mind. And that happy mind is what we want. And we don't want it. Therefore, that happiness is your real nature. We have not tapped that source. So, therefore, loving oneself is equivalent to loving the Lord. So, this desire to know Him, desire to realize Him, that itself is called love for Him. Then for that, what is necessary? Vivikta desha sevitvam aratir janasam sati. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Now and then, resort to a solitary place. Vivikta desha sevitvam. Because in day-to-day life, what happened? We never become alone. Not loneliness, alone. Loneliness is sad. Alone is a joy. It's a dynamic thing. Enjoy your aloneness. So, what will happen? You start addressing yourself. So far, what happened? Every time you are, even if you are alone at home, we still put on the radio and TV or talk to somebody on the phone. Somebody is there. Always your mind is engaged in something or other. It should not be so. You don't do anything. Don't call anybody. Don't put on radio. Nothing. Or nowadays people have got this earphone and then they keep on going about that. Some Rakshas jaisa ek tha horn, Bluetooth. So it is keep on something or other going on. You are in the company all the time. We have to break that and stay alone. Don't initiate any thoughts. If thought comes, just observe. And this will rejuvenate you. It will give you energy. And Gurudev used to tell a story that one Marwadi Seth, very rich person, but he approached Taponji Maharaj, Gurudev's guru in Uttarakashi, and he started complaining that, Swamiji, I have everything because of your grace. Now I have one problem. What is that? My son, only son, who has to take charge of the business. Now he is a dropout. And got into bad company because he is a rich man. Naturally, lot of spending money. And friends are there. Then what happened? Those people will take him to wrong places, drinking, all those things, and then no interest in studies. He is a dropout. What is to be done? So Swamiji said, "You bring him. Next time you come, you bring him." So next time when he visited, he brought the son. He was a 21-year-old boy in the college. So Swamiji didn't say anything to him. He just talked to the father only all the time. He totally ignored him. He didn't say anything. But as he was leaving, then he called him and asked, "Beta, what time you get up morning?" It depends, when I go to sleep. Typical answer. And he said, do one thing, whatever time you go to sleep doesn't matter. You get up 3:30 in the morning And I hear that near your house there is a nice park. Go for a walk. 3:30, you go for a walk, half an hour, and then come back, you sleep again. It's no problem. This much you do for me. Because Swamiji is asking, and he is a respectable, revered Swami, so he said, okay, I will do it. And next day onwards, this boy started put an alarm and everything, and then father also knew that, so he was also watching. So he got up. In case the boy doesn't get up, father was ready to wake him up. He got up and dressed up nicely and went to the park. Park, nobody is there. He went for a walk around the park one day, and then he came back, slept. Second day also he went. Third day, fourth day, when he was alone, he started thinking, what am I doing with my life? So this introspection came to him. He started reflecting upon his own life, that I have, by God's grace, everything. The father has brought up this business very good, and he is expecting me to run the show. And if I become, the dropout, then how will I get educated? How will I be responsible? So therefore, I should do something. So like this thought came to him. Because when he is alone, naturally you start reflecting upon your life, and you are still thinking, what have I done so far? What am I supposed to do? What am I going to do later? What will be my future? All these thoughts will come to you, and then you correct yourself. And he so decided, I will go to college, I will be a good student, etc. Suddenly a miraculous change came to him. And this father came and prostrated to Swamiji and said, what a miracle you have done. What miracle? It is only his own miracle. So this is the greatness of spending time alone. Don't invite friends and all that. No. You have to be alone, and don't initiate any thoughts. If thought comes, you watch, but don't whip any thought. So just relax and no thoughts. If there are no thoughts, it's better. So then you love the moment of quietude. So husband, wife, husband, children, everybody is gone. The house is all yours. That time, quietly sit down after breakfast or before breakfast, you'll be thinking about breakfast. So after breakfast, sit quietly. So Vivikta Desha Sevittam. Resort to solitary place now and then. Aratir Janasamsadi. Aratihi Janasamsadi. Janasamsadi means human crowd. Arati. Now here Shankaracharya writes, Aratihi aramanam janasamsadihi jananam prakrutanam samskarashunyanam avinitanam samsat samavayaha janasamsat. So do not get into the company of those people, prakrutanam, jananam, samskarashunyanam, people who have no culture. So those people who are morally degraded people, materialistic people, don't get into their company. Do not revel. Aratir means you do not revel in it. So like you are attending Gita class, you don't revel in it, right? You just listen and Some of them you like it, some of them you don't like it, you dismiss it, isn't it? The same way you live in the world. In India we have express trains and passenger trains, you see. All the trains, they have to touch every station because only one what you call rail track. So, but express train, even though it touch the station, but they don't stop at the station. But passenger train is what? It stops at every station. And if you travel in India, it's very interesting. So one day this person was traveling in passenger train. It stopped at one station. Then everybody gets up, then have their cup of coffee, tea. Then they get inside. Then it starts moving some time. Then again stops. There's no station in the middle of somewhere. It stops. Then everybody get up that time. Then ask, why gadi ruki kyo? Then they will say there is a buffalo there in between. So buffalo in the rail track. So they stop. Then somebody will get up and push the buffalo out. And then again the gadi start going. Then after some time, again this gadi stops. Then they say, what happened now? The same buffalo came back. Now, whose speed is fast? Buffalo speed is fast. So, Gurudev used to say, our life also like that. Don't be like a passenger train. Every station, stop, stop. That's why when somebody is narrating something, an incident, you are like a passenger train. What? Suppose that person has not mentioned a certain thing, you'll stop him. Then ask him, Fir kya hua? Fir kya hua? Then tell me little more detail. So like this, you start reveling in that. Suppose suddenly, that boy, that he ran away. With whom? No, with a girl. Who? Which girl? जाने दो ना तुम्हारे क्या है but no what do you want to know more detail how old is she and whose daughter is this and where she was studying the whole dossier we wanted. So this kind of a mind is called rati lokavarta rataha. So we revel in this spicy news. Maybe that's the reason why you ask a question, how are you doing? You are okay? Because they want to get some news, That's I hope everything is okay with you. No, nothing is okay. Yeah, then what are the problems? Again starts. This kind of a tendency is called rati. So the one who do not revel in that. Jana sampati means samsadi means crowd. So some people have got a tendency of the crowd collection, you see. They cannot stay alone. They always want people around. So कुछ ना कुछ बहाना करके लोगों को बुलाते रहते हैं जी. Because they want to be in the company of people. They have to do that. And that kind of a tendency also, that also here, what type of people also Bhagavan said, na samskaravadam vinitanam samsattasyaha jnana upakaritvat. Jnanoupakaritvat. Those people who doesn't help you to gain knowledge and people who have no samskara. Prakritana means there is no culture. Uncultured people, uncivilized people, samskara shunyanam, avinitanam, no humility. Such people don't get involved. So keep away from them. Be social, but keep away from them. Don't be too much involved because they will destroy your faith. That is what, in every party, in Narada Bhakti Sutra it is said, there are 2-3 topics people always speak. Stri, Dhana, Vairi, Shatru. So these are the three topics generally people talk. Any party you see. One is Stri, and Dhanam, Shatru, then third one is politics, the fourth one is politics. So these are the four topics you hear. Don't get involved in that. What happened? Your mental peace will go. So sometimes you start talking about politics, suddenly the fear will come. What will happen? Unnecessary. Who is this president? What is he going to do? Nobody knows. He is a very unpredictable person, and what will he do? Will he press that button or what? That nuclear button. All this fear will come. So why are ignorance is bliss in this area? Anand Mero, why unnecessarily get agitated? Invite, Hindi में बोलते हैं आओ भेज मारो. This come buffalo, kick me in very. So that kind of thing, don't do it. Is what. So vivikta desha sevittam aratir janasamsati. Then continue. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam tattva-jnanartha darshanam etat-jnanamiti proktam ajnanam yadadonyadha. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam. Adhyatma jnana. Adhyatma means pertaining to Atma. Adhyatma jnana nityatvam. Constancy in self-knowledge. Nityatvam. Consistency. Like every day, read a passage from our scriptures. Now, if you are reading Bhagavad Geeta, now 13th chapter you are listening every day. After the lecture is over or the yajna is over, don't take the book and keep it in your puja room. It will collect dust, that's all. And this book is not for doing arati. This is for you to read. So every day, take the book, read at least one verse. And commentary also there, word by word, meaning also given. So read the commentary and think about it. Whenever the mind is free, let the thought of this chapter, whatever the thoughts contained in the chapter, come to your mind and reflect upon it. So this is called Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, because in life what happens when we live, especially in a modern society, when you live, what happens is we get into a routine life. Monday through Friday there is a routine. Then Saturday, Sunday also there is a routine. When you get into a routine, what happens? There is no thrill in life. So, mind gets a little tired and also get into a kind of a boredom. So, in order to inspire the mind, so the inspiration comes only when the mind is given some higher thoughts. So unless then some higher thoughts are given, mind will never get inspired. So if you don't have inspiration to live, then the life is wasted, you see. It becomes mechanical, you drag your life. So that's why you ask anybody, how are you? Getting on, pulling on, chalta hai. Every language, it's same thing. Hang in there, could be better. So why? Because this life is somehow they are dragging. Nobody has answered me so far. Very good, excellent. Nobody has answered. Why? Because they get into this routine. And to break that routine, what is necessary? You have to have some higher goal. Right now, your goal is what? Office, family, isn't it? And then some friends. That is it. This is all limited circle. You move around only after a certain age, then that circle also becomes smaller. When you are young, the circle goes a little wider, and then slowly, slowly it reduces as you grow older. Because of your mobility, or maybe you are tired of it. उसको चाय बना के दे दो, क्या है, पकौड़ा बनाओ, कचौड़ी बनाओ, क्या है. You get tired also about it. No. So, but when you appreciate the higher, there is a purpose, there is a higher goal in life that we appreciate, then you see inspiration comes. So that comes with only Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, Vichara. At least half an hour we should spend every day thinking about it, reflecting upon this Atma Vidya. That's why Bhagavan Shankaracharya also said, Vedo Nityavadhiyatam Tadutitam Karma Swanushtiyatam. So Veda Nityam, all our scriptures should be studied on a daily basis. It is not a Sunday religion or a Friday religion. It is everyday religion. Every day we have to practice. So, Adhyatma Jnana Nityatvam, unfailing cultivation of spiritual knowledge. Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. Tattva Jnana Artha Darshanam. So, Tattva Jnana Artha Darshanam. Tattva-jnana means knowledge of truth. Tattva means truth, jnana means knowledge. So, tattva-jnanartha darshanam. Artha means meaning, result, the goal. All these things can be taken as meaning. So, the spiritual knowledge, what is the ultimate result? The ultimate result is moksha. So that is the incentive you have to show to the mind. See, mind is very practical. Unless the mind sees something, result, it will not be inspired to follow that path. So, see, why mind is always going towards the worldly object? Because it knows there are some joys. So, automatically get attracted to worldly pleasures. It is not the going towards Paramatma, etc., because the mind has not experienced that joy. Once it experiences, it will not give up. But until it experiences, you have to work, continuously work on it. Otherwise, the mind will slip to its own rut, because that's a habitual thing. So, to break the habit and make the mind to think about it, what we have to show to the mind is the result of all the spiritual sadhana. Spiritual sadhana, what is the result? Ultimate happiness. That pure, ultimate state of mind, which is pure happiness, this is to be shown all the time. That's why so that great result of this knowledge is to be seen continuously. The moksha is the result. That moksha word is to be understood. Otherwise, people will say, what is the use of moksha? I am not interested in moksha. All those things will come. That's why you should have a whole picture of life, you see. If you don't have the whole picture of life, what happened? Every experience that comes to you, you will get affected. We have a total vision. I used to travel, not used to travel, I'm traveling now also. So when you travel from this place to another center, generally they organize yajna like this, and then I'll be hosted in one house. Either it's a president's house or secretary's house. I'll be hosted. What happens is, suppose both husband and wife, this particular house, what happened? Husband and wife both were doctors. Both are working. And they had one child. And they came and told me, Swamiji, we have to go, but we'll keep our son your company. Means what? Babysitting. Then generally what happened, they clean up the child's room and give to the Swami. And the boy, after some time, I wanted to study, prepare for my talks. So I was studying at that time. The boy opened the door and then he searched. He looked everywhere in the room. All his toys are okay. He said whether I am playing with this toy or not. He is concerned. So this was happening every half an hour. As though, then I got disturbed. Then I told this boy. I took out one big box from there and gave it to him. The puzzle. So I thought he will be busy now for at least 2 hours. He will get the biggest one now available. And this boy, in 15 minutes, he solved the whole thing and came. Oh, finished. What? How did you finish that? And then then he opened, the whole thing is done so nicely. Whole America is there. And in the center of the America, Michael Jackson is standing and playing his guitar. That is the whole puzzle. Now I asked him, how did you solve this so easily, so fast? It takes for me it will take minimum 2 hours to find out which piece goes where, Swamiji, that was easy. What? How it is easy? He said, at the back there's a picture. When you have the whole picture in your mind, then what happened? Every piece you take, you know where it will go. This is the real teaching, I tell you. This boy taught me that day. Unless you have the total picture of life, every experience that comes, it will hit you. Otherwise, if you have the total vision, each experience makes sense to you. So this is what the point is, Adhyatma Jnana Tattva Jnanartha Darshanam. When you have understanding of the goal of life, that Jivan Mukti Avastha is the goal. That's why our whole society, our system, Brahmacharya, Grihastha, Vanaprastha, Sannyasa, these are all geared for what? The goal is moksha in the mind. And all these avasthas you go through for gaining what? Moksha. So the entire system in our society is preparing us to gain moksha. So this is very beautiful system. But we don't, now nobody follows it. Brahmacharya itself is a problem. Why? During Brahmacharya Avastha only they become Grihastha. They are not ready, but they become Grihastha. Now, this is Etat Jnanam Iti Proktam Ajnanam Yatadonyata. This is Jnanam. What is that? 20 values. They are Jnanam, And Ajnanam Yadadonyada. Anyatha means opposite to these 20 values, considered Ajnanam, ignorance. So opposite means what? Amanitvam. Manitvam is Ajnanam. Dambitvam is Ajnanam. Himsa is Ajnanam. Like that. So we have to see opposite. Now, naturally, Bhagavan has to enter into Jnanam Jneyam, right? So now he is entering to Jneyam. Jneyam yattat pravakshyami yajñātvāmritamashnute Anādimat param brahma na sattanna saduchyate. Jneyam yattat pravakshyami. I shall now tell you, or pravakshyami, prakashena vakshyami, will declare. I shall now declare. Jneyam. Jneyam means that which is to be known. The goal of Jnanam. What is that? Jneyam. So, all these values prepare your mind to know the truth. So, the impurities of mind can be removed only with discipline practice in the form of values. So, all those values, 20 of them, now all 20 you don't have to practice, as I have told you. Take one of them and start practicing it. All other 19 will follow it, will come to you automatically. But one you should practice consistently, without compromise. Humility. Don't pretend to be humility. There are some people do that is also there. Be sincere. Whatever you do has to be sincere. Dambam, adambitvam. That also tendency will come to boast. To pretend yourself somebody else. No. Be honest yourself. Ahimsa, Shanti, Chama. That for the forgiveness to people, forgiving people is a great virtue. Mentally forgive. Otherwise, what happens? You carry a lot of skeleton in your mind. Unnecessary. These are all loads we are carrying. Because the soul will rest in peace only when you settle those before you die. Somebody you have offended, you know you have offended, but because your ego doesn't allow you to come, apologize. So go and apologize to the person. He may bark at you, doesn't matter, but you have done your duty. You have cleared your conscience. So this way, such a pure mind is ready to take off. And that is called Jneyam. Now, the thing to know, to be known, I shall explain to you. Now, yajñātvā amritam ashnute, knowing which you attain amritam, immortality. Now, immortality also, how do you explain? Say, mortal we know, isn't it? Mortal means what? Death. Immortal means what? Deathless state. Now, deathless state, imagine. Can you imagine deathless state? That deathless state means what? We are thinking about our body. isn't it? Body is subject to death. But deathless means what? You are imagining the body remaining the same all the time. Please don't imagine that way. That is not deathless state, please. In fact, our nature is deathless state. As Satchidananda Swarupa Atma consciousness, we are deathless. As a physical body, even if you are a Jivan Mukta Purusha, body will die. Body cannot stay here all the time. There are stories about yogis, they live 200, 300 years and all that, they say. Kayakalpam, etc. It's okay. Even then, still they have to die at one point. There is nothing permanent about this body. So that is not what we are talking about. So when immortality, when we say it is consciousness, which is your real nature, which we have forgotten due to our ignorance, and with this knowledge of truth, you will regain that status, that of immortality, deathless state. So, this is called jnatva amritam asnute. Here it is jnatva, knowing, it is said. It is amrtatvam. Amrtam means immortality is not something that you can gain with action, karma. This is to be gained through knowledge. So, knowing. Because the problem is, why I am mortal? Because I forgot my immortal nature. Ignorance is the problem. The solution has to be knowledge. Then what is that amrtatvam state? Anadimat param brahma nasattan nasaduchyate. Anadimat. So here Bhashyakara write amrtatvam asnute. So you attain amrtatvam, immortality. For that very beautiful commentary he gives. Na punaha mriyate ityarthaha. So means what? He will not die again. See, it's a very peculiar way of saying it. See, a Jivan Mukta Purusha also die, isn't it? It's not that he will not die. But he will not again die. Means what? He will not take birth again. That is the point. Otherwise what happened? Punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam, punarapi janani jadare shayanam, iha samsare bahudustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare. So this birth and death, again birth, again death. So this will not happen. Only one time he will die. He will not die again. So na punaha mriyate ityarthaha. Anadimat. Adi asya asti iti adimat. Na adimat anadimat kim tate param niradisayam brahma jneyam iti prakritam. Anadimat param brahma. So, beginningless. Brahman is beginningless. Beginning also in time. That which is beyond time. So, there is no beginning. It is always there. Nasattan nasaduchyate. Neither sat nor asat. Sat here means gross. Asat means subtle. So, Bhagavan is not neither gross object or subtle object. The Lord is the very subject. Therefore, it is asattan nasaduchyate. Neither sat nor asat. So whenever there is an object, when you look at it, we say it is. And when it is not there, we say it is not. So when you say it is Sat. When it is not, it is Asat. So the Lord is beyond both. So with reference to our sense perception, gross things, we say it is. Subtle objects are not seen, so we say it is not there. So Brahman is neither gross nor subtle. Then what it is? It is you. It is becoming difficult, right? That's why Bhagavan gave Jnanam first. 20 values to be practiced. Purify the mind. Now, suppose you say it is nasattan nasaduchyate. It is neither sat nor asat. When you say, there may be somebody think that such a thing doesn't exist. Why don't you tell me that it is not there? Why are you going around the bush? Iti abhiprayam will come. Now to remove that, Bhagavan is giving little more explanation on that. This is a style, throughout Gita you'll see. Bhagavan bring about an abstract idea. He will present an abstract idea, but he himself will explain the same idea with example. Sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshishiro mukham sarvatashrutimaloke sarvamavritya tishtati. Sarvata panipadam tat sarvatokshishiro mukham sarvatashrutimaloke sarvamavritya tishtati. If you read the translation, you will wonder, Bhagavan is such a funny creature. With hands and feet everywhere, with eyes, heads and mouths everywhere, with ears everywhere, he exists in this world, enveloping all. Now picture such a person. Sarvada panipadam tat. On all sides it has hands and feet. On all sides, eyes, heads and mouths. It has ears on all sides. What does it mean? Think about it. All hands are his. All ears are his. Because if he is not there, ears have no function, eyes have no function. Panipadam, legs and hands have no capacity to move. So there was an Australian visited Ramana Maharshi in his ashram. And he came with a 1 week vacation and then came all the way from Australia to Ramana ashram. And Ramana Maharshi speaks very few words. He doesn't speak at all. He's always in silence. Dakshinamurti hai. So this boy came up and asked, I know you have known the Lord, you know the Lord. So, before I go, I want to see that Lord. Can you show me? So that my travel or my journey will be worthwhile, because when I go back, I can tell my people, I have seen God. Can you show me? Ramana Maharshi looked at him and said, I can show you, but I don't know you will appreciate it. What? You show me God and I don't see Him, or what? What is that? How is that possible? That problem, don't worry. Leave it to me. Then Bhagavan lifted his hand, one finger he just moved. What? You are moving your finger? I just showed you God. You didn't see it. That is not God. You are just moving your finger. Okay, if I cut my finger and put it on the table, will it move? No. So what is that make that move, the finger move? That is the Lord. Simple teaching, you see. That's what Bhagavan here also says. Sarvada panipadam tade sarvadokshishiromukam. Here, legs, it can move only when life is in you, isn't it? If the touch of life is not there, that the dead body cannot stand itself, it will fall down. Legs, hands, if you lift the hand, it will fall down. Eyes, even though open, cannot see. Ears are open, cannot hear. Skin cannot experience touch. So Bhagavan can say, all the hands are mine. All the ears are mine. A factory owner, suppose you ask him, how many hands are working for you? He'll say, 20,000 hands working for me. So many people are working for me. All the hands he owns. Same way here also. All the hands, heads, mouth, everywhere. With ears everywhere. He exists in the world, enveloping all. So wherever eyes, legs, hands are there, understand that it is because of His presence. There is no substance called the world. The world is only name and form. And the substance behind the name and form is the Lord. If you remove Him, name and form has no existence. Like electricity. Simple example is electricity. Electricity can claim that all the electrical equipments in the form of light, bulbs, in the form of heater, in the form of fan, the wind, in the form of the TV or radio or air conditioner, all of them are myself. That's why in winter time, suppose your house is, everything is electricity. It's a problem. Suddenly electricity goes, बेचारा चाय भी नहीं बना सकता है. So stove is also you can't. So at least the stove should be gas, then some saving grace. Tough. So that then the electricity can say, I am everything, isn't it? remove the electricity, nothing works. Then pray, let the electricity come. So sarvada panipadam, that's sarvadokshi shiromukham, sarvadashutimalloke sarvamavartyadishtati. This we have seen actually in 11th chapter, Vishwarupa Darshana. Bhagavan had what that? He was everywhere. That continue. Sarvendriya gunabhasam. Sarvendriya vivarjitam. Asaktam sarvabhrikchaiva. Nirgunam gunabhoktricha. All pair of contradictions are given here. Paradoxical language is used. Our knowledge is always with objectification. Objectification means what? One object excludes the other. Brahman includes all. No concept is Brahman. Shastra is such that, our Shastra is such that it never allows you to form a concept of God. Why? Any concept that is formed in your mind is limited. It is the form of an object. Therefore, we never allow any concept to be formed about the truth. That's why paradoxical language is used. If you say the Lord is only Krishna, then what happened? You are excluding other gods. If you say Lord is only Shiva, then what happened? What about Krishna? What about other gods? You will ask. Not only that, if you say Krishna alone is God, what about Christ? What about the Allah in the heaven? Those gods are also, you exclude, isn't it? But God means what? It includes everything. Never excludes anything. So that is the nature of Bhagavan. So sarva indriya gunabhasam, apparently possessing all sense organs and their properties. Sarvendriya vivarjitam, but in truth devoid of them all. Asaktam sarvabhricchaiva, unattached, sustaining all. Nirgunam gunabhoktrija, free from attributes. Gunabhoktrija, experienced, experiencer. Without him, no experience is possible. So, appearing according to qualities of the senses and its function. So, I am seeing the function of the eyes. Atma appears as though a seer. I am talking, I am walking. So, Pashyan, Sprannan, Siddhan, Sikvan, Ashtan, Krichan, Susan, Sapan, Pralapan, Visrajan, Grannan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Nabi. Indriyan, Indriyartheshu Vartanda iti Dharayanna. In 5th chapter, Bhagavan said, Pashyanna, Srunvanna, Sopanna, Susanna. Pashyan means seeing, walking, breathing, eating, talking, all these things we are doing. With whose presence we are doing it. That's why in our Shastra it is said, you don't have to prove the existence of God. It's not necessary. We are asking evidence and proof for the existence of God is ridiculous, because without whom you can't even ask that question. is ever evident. Everything else you need proof, pramanam. But for Bhagavan, you don't need any pramanam. No pramanam is required. Why? Because you are experiencing Him every day. 365 days throughout your life, continuously what you are experiencing is this life. The moment you say, I am alive, you are experiencing God. So don't say, I don't believe in God. The word, that sentence is because of He is present in you. So sarvendriya gunabhasam sarvendriya vivarjidam asaktam sarvabhrikcheva nargunam gunabhoktrija. Now you see, in the space, so even an atom bomb is exploded. You can destroy the space. Atmosphere may be polluted, but space will not be disturbed. Space is safe. Why? The atom bomb is not subtler than space. Space is subtler than atom. Therefore, atom bomb cannot destroy the space. Now, our Paramatma is subtler than even space. So, how can it be tainted by any sensory activities? All the sensory activities are the objective field. To go a little further, see, consciousness is the truth. I am using consciousness. I think you are familiar with the word consciousness. So if I say Satchidananda Swarupaatma is a nature, that you may not connect it. So consciousness is your nature. And that alone is the truth. Everything else is apparent. An apparent existence cannot exist by itself. Now, your shadow cannot exist without you. At the same time, that shadow cannot affect you. If shadow is run over a truck and you are not run over a truck, you are still okay. The same way, whatever that is happening at the level of the senses, it doesn't affect Paramatma. Because from the standpoint of Paramatma, all the creation in this world is an appearance. They have no real existence. It is something like watching a movie, isn't it? While watching a movie, you get identified with the hero, heroine. There was one husband and wife watching a movie, and in that movie the heroine died. Husband started crying. The wife just nudged him saying, hey, I am here, why are you crying? He said, that is why. So all that movie that is showing in that screen, flood they show, fire, sometimes fire they'll show, so many things they show. But you see anything happen to the screen? After showing that Titanic and all that in the screen, you go and touch, and the screen is wet or what? No, nothing. Why? It is only a projection, the same way. Paramatma is like the screen. And what is that Titanic? Is this world. So it is a projection in him, so he never get affected. Clear? Okay. Sarvendriya gunabhasam, sarvendriya vivarjidam, asaktam sarvabhrikcha. Sarvendriya vivarjidam means when you, from his standpoint, none of the indriyas are there. Like electricity, say, in me there are no bulbs, there are no electrical equipments. Asaktam sarvabhrikchaiva. Supporting everyone, but he is unattached. Nargunam gunabhoktrija. That is why generally people complain, See, if Bhagwan is present in your heart, will he not object to those evil people? All those terrorists and all that. Why is he not objecting? He is unattached. See, he is just giving you the power only. Now, electricity, think about it. Whether electricity can be used for constructive purpose, the same electricity can be used for electrical chair also. Electricity doesn't object. Hey, why are you using this for killing this man? He doesn't say. He just supply the power. That's it. Anyway, Bhagavan also unattached. Asaktam sarvabhrikchaiva nirgunam gunabhoktrija. So gunas, sattva, rajas, tamas, these are the gunas. So the Lord is beyond all gunas. Continuing, one more will take. Behirandascha bhutanam acharam charameva cha sukshmatvat tadavitneyam durastham chantike chayat chantike chatat tat. Okay. Durastham chantike chatat. Now, where is that Brahman? Now, here he gives the address. Behirandascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. Outside and inside. He himself is both inside and outside. Inside and outside of what? Actually, there is no inside or outside. Behirandascha bhutanam. It is both outside and inside beings. So, as I was telling you, that consciousness is not in you. In fact, we are in consciousness. He is both inside and outside. Outside and inside is decided because of upadhi, the physical body. In fact, consciousness is inherent and concurrent. It is not inside sitting one place. The whole body consciousness is there. See, that's why at the tip of your hair somebody touches, you know it. Why? Because you are conscious. So back also he is there, front also is there, everywhere he is there. So Behirandasya you cannot say from that standpoint, from consciousness standpoint, there is no Behihi Andaha. He is always, everywhere it is there. Like space is not, from the standpoint of space, there is no inner space and outer space. Only one space. In between you put a wall. And that wall is also in space only. That's why Bhoot, Pishaj and all that, they can come through the wall, you see. Because they are subtler than the wall, so they can come. Acharam charamevacha. Acharam charam. The what do you call that? Move, that which moves, that which doesn't move. Charam, acharam. Now this is the confusing thing. First you say, you are in the body. Now they say, you are outside the body. Then you say, in fact, you are everywhere. Then you say, you are not in anybody, any body. So, Swamiji, I think you are confused. We thought that we'll come to this 13th chapter and we'll learn something. Now you are confused. That is how some people come to Vedanta class. They leave after some time. I think that Swami is confused now. So, inside, outside, we calculate according to the limitation of the object. This is object. Paramatma is free from all object. Therefore, there are no outside or inside. Bahirandascha bhutanam acharam charamevacha. Not moving and not moving. Moving and immovable. Sukshmatvat tat avitneyam. This is very important. Sukshmatvat tat avitneyam. Because it is so subtle, very difficult to know. That's why it is said, Bhagavan hid in a place where man will never suspect. Our Gurudev used to give an example, this one Sethji was going from Delhi to Madras to buy the silk saree for his daughter's wedding. So, and this in Madras and all that, if you go to saree shop, my God, you have no idea how much money it cost. 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, these are all and people buy nicely and without bargaining they buy. American people, from here we go, we start bargaining. Immediately they ask you, are you from America? Because they know. So this Seth was carrying cash. He was traveling in first class. And a thief also noticed that this man is carrying cash. If I spend some money for the ticket, I will get more money. I can steal from him. So he also spent some money for the ticket, first class ticket he also bought, and saw to it that he is sitting next to him. And this old man asked a few questions. Who are you? Where are you going? What business are you? He said, some business I am doing. So he kept quiet, and then evening time came. And that is the time the thief gets active. And the old man went to the bathroom, came back, and then this man also went to the bathroom, and he went to sleep. And the thief got up, and he made sure that the old man is sleeping well. He started searching for the money. under the pillow, and even he dared to open his suitcase. He could not find it. Then tired, he slept. Then morning, this man got up and went to the bathroom, brushed his teeth and all that. He ordered a cup of tea. And this man also, because all the noise, he also got up. He went to the bathroom. He came back. This man is sitting and counting the money in front of him. He was surprised. What? I searched the whole place, and where did he keep it? In the bathroom he went there. Anyway, one more night is there. I will catch him this time. And the next day night also, this time he became very bold. He rolled him over because he's sleeping on it, we don't know. He rolled him over. And bold, because it doesn't matter even I'm caught. But I want to know the secret where he hid the money. He could not find it. Again, now the train is coming to very near to Madras, and the destination is reached, almost reached. At that time, again this man is counting the money in front of him. So this thief approached him and said, I tell you the truth. I am not a businessman or anything, I am a thief. I came to steal your money. But tell me the truth, where did you hide? Even you cheated me, The old man said, I knew you are a thief because I asked you a few questions, the answer, I understood you are a thief. So I hid where you will never suspect. Where? Under your own pillow. This is what Bhagavan has done. Sukshmatvat tat avidneyam. It is so subtle that we never suspect. It is not known to us. It is not known as an object. It is the knower itself. Durastam cha antike cha tat. It is far at the same time near. Far those people who don't know, very near the one who knows. Durastam cha antike cha. See, space is very subtle. It is vast. But that space can be seen in between the eye of the needle also, isn't it? It is Mahato Mahiyan, Anoraniyan, Mahato Mahiyan. That's the beauty of it. So continuing, we are all talking about Neya Vastu now, okay? So, Jnanam Neyam. This will continue little while. Then Bhagavan connected with Kshetram. Okay. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.